up, guys? It's Intense Investor here, coming at you again for another lovely episode on my YouTube channel. Tonight I want to talk a little bit more about yield nodes and the progress that it's had during the month of June. We had another great week. The week 3 profit was an awesome 1.4%. Week 2's come in at about 0.8%. And week 1 was at 1.3%. So doing really well. I think they're trying to hit that 5% minimum, because remember back in May we had the 6.5%. So things really looking good there as far as this month's going, because it's been pretty bloody with Bitcoin going down, you know, like around the $17,000, $18,000 range. Right now, it's just under 20,000. We had that little bump up, you know, above 20 to around 21 something, then it dipped again. So the economy and the world as a whole is just not very good at the moment. You know, we still got the war going on. You know, COVID still circulating the globe. Just a lot of different factors that I'm not going to name that are just making things really, really bad at the moment. And that is affecting crypto. It's affecting stocks. The Feds raised the interest rate by like 0.75 basis points. They'll probably do the same next month. So, you know, when interest rates go up, that makes it cost more for you to buy a house, buy a car, those kind of things. And that makes those markets cool down. And like I said in another video, that has a cooling effect, like on construction of new houses, those kind of things. You know, and then the inflation with gas, food, that's another thing too, from all the money printing that's been going on the past couple of years. So take all that into account. You know, it's a recipe for a mess pretty much, and that's what we got. But, you know, I really like yield nodes. It's kind of detached from the whole Bitcoin dominance there. It's its own ecosystem. They got some big plans in the future, like partnering with some, you know, countries in Africa, things like that. They're going to keep growing the ecosystem. Let's take a look at SALP. It's been doing really, really good. I mean, it was, last time I checked, like over 70 something cents. So let's take a look at it. So here we are on Coin market cap. I'm going to say corn market cap. So Bitcoin's at 20,413. Ethereum's 1,080. You can see Tether's up like 66 billion. Look at USDC. It's almost caught up to Tether. That's just crazy. 55 billion. Then you got BNB. Still a lot going on Binance Smart Chain. Binance, BUSD's 17 billion. Then you got Cardano, XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin rounding out the top 10. Polkadot's just out there. This Leo coin's really interesting when you look at the graph. I think that's on like Bitfinex, right? Yeah, Bitfinex. Anyway, that's pretty much the top 10 to 15 coins there. So let's look at SALP. So SALP is the main masternode coin on the Desanami. That's the parent company of YIELDNODES, the Desanami network ecosystem. But when you look at it, I mean, look at the graph. This was like 0.005 cents back on June 1st, which is crazy. And now, you know, we're sitting at around 69, 70 cents, 71 cent right now. It's looking good. I mean, look at the chart there. It's actually consolidating, it looks like. Yeah, right there. If you were to draw some lines, you would see that. So pretty wild. It's always fun to read these comments over here if you ever check them out. But there's a lot of coins in the ecosystem. You got like Tritium, 777, a bunch of other coins on there. I've went over them a lot in previous videos. So if you are interested in yield nodes, I do got a link in the description. If you are looking to sign up, that way you don't click on the wrong link and get scammed, because there are some mirror sites now that are copying projects like yield nodes, and they'll try to fish your information, get your wallet address, your seed phrase. They'll never give out your seed phrase. So looking at this on the main site, I'll just scroll through it. You know, it gives you, like I said, revenue generated for May, 6.5%. The average monthly yield for the past 32 months was 10%. You can deposit into YIELDNODES with Bitcoin, Bankwire, SAP vouchers, Visa, MasterCard, lots of different ways. I think 500 euros is the minimum that you can deposit at one time, and then 250,000 euros is the maximum. I know when I'm looking at euros, I usually deal in US dollars, so I just go to Google and convert it, just to make sure, what I'm sending there is accurate. If you were to compound your yield nodes, like it says here, if you compound, you'd make 213%. If you didn't compound, you'd have made 120% a year, which is crazy. So yield nodes started way back September 2019, beta tested, up to December 2019, February 2020. Then you went into live operation. Then we had coronavirus. It made it through coronavirus. You had that 5.2% yield March 2020, and the rest has been really good. I remember like last year, February 2021, we had that 19.2% yield, which was crazy. So they're going to pay out projected 5-15% profit every month. So that's what they're going to pay out when you invest in this. You can about guarantee you're going to make between that percent somewhere. Some months are better than others. When the market's not doing as good like it is now, it's not going to be as high. And like they said here, if the yield should drop below 5% for 3 consecutive months, your rental payment will be returned. So if they were like 2% last or next month, and then 10% the month after that, it wouldn't be returned. It'd have to be 3 consecutive months of less than 5%. Here's a nice little chart, just proving this the 32-month thing. Like if you put 500 euros in, you'd end up $10,000 compounded in yield nodes. And if you didn't compound it, it'd be like 2106. And if you would have just bought Bitcoin, it would have been like 1926 euros. It talks a little bit about masternoding. You're kind of lending your Bitcoin to them, and then they masternode in the coins on their network. So they take it, they don't really hold it, they masternode it. So it's locked up for 6 months. They make you sign this little thing just saying, there's risk in the project, you could lose your money, just understand that. But from what I can tell, I've been in this since the end of 2020. It's been the best passive income project I've been a part of. Probably the best project I've been a part of at all. It's performed a lot better to me than like projects like Strong, even like Gala Games, those kind of projects. It does talk about the risk here. It's not trading. It does say a loss of capital is highly unlikely, and there are expenses. Servers are rented. Contracts can be canceled. So just realize the risk, behind there. The core team here, you got Steve H. He's the CEO. Yours S. He's the COO, CIO. He's the architect of Yield Nodes. And Igor V, the CTO, Chief Technology Officer. And Dima T, Management Assistant. These guys have been great. Anytime you reach out to them or email them, they're quick to respond. They have all their LinkedIn profiles here if you want to click on them. And I did check out these people in the testimonial. They're real people. And they were legit. I checked them out on their social media. I was just making sure they just didn't copy some people in here, that were fake. So I'm always looking at stuff like that. So you got the whole Yield Nodes network, like Yield Nodes, Tritium, VaultWatch, Sapphire, Heliobank, Buyrate, Kyanite, 777, Dash Diamond. That could be a good up and coming one. PNE, One World. You got a bunch of them on here. I think they were talking on the Discord about removing some of these. So you can go to the Destinami Discord. It's a great place to hang out. They got a Yield Nodes community group on Facebook. It's down here at the bottom of the page, and they got a good FAQ of any questions that you might have. But like I said, the Discord Destinami is a great place to look at the Yield Nodes updates. They give a lot on here. They did post a link to their twitter.com Sapphire account, so you can go check out Sapphire there. You can follow their tweets, like them, all that good stuff. You can go to BuyRake also, like if you want to set up your own nodes, but you need to buy the coins. That's their own exchange that they got. So, you know, they kind of control a lot of that liquidity, and that's probably a good thing. Like, they got their own ecosystem there. That way, when Bitcoin price comes crashing down, you know, SAP and some of the other coins in the YIELDNODES network, they also don't come down with it. So it's been performing really well. I've been really happy with it at the moment. You know, I got 7,000 masternoded. I did have 25,000, but I took out a little bit because there's another project I wanted to buy into. But I'm probably just going to compound this 1,000 euros this month and get it back up to 10,000, and probably just keep like 10,000 masternoded. But I do definitely plan on just keeping a balance in YIELDNODES and getting that monthly profit, and that way it'll give me something to invest in other projects. It's a good passive income. You know, sometimes I'll recompound this, you know, build it up for a couple months, then I start taking some profits, and like I said, buying into other projects I like. So it's a good way to do that. And they got some nice stats here when you click on detailed reports, things like that. So you can actually download all your reports. Like, mine go all the way back to October 2020 when I first joined YIELDNODES, and I can look at all those reports for then, all the ones for 2021, all the ones that I've had for 2022. So, and you can also look at the breakdown for each month this year. Most of the months have been around, you know, 8%, 7.4, 6.5. This might be the lowest month so far. You know, we'll probably be around that 5% mark. So, looking forward to it, seeing what happens with YIELDNODES. You know, it's a great program, great team, one of the better teams behind the project, one of the better projects in general in crypto. I mean, it's been around 3 years now almost. You get to September, that'll be a 3-year mark. A lot of projects don't even make it 6 months to a year. So I would definitely check it out. Awesome potential, awesome way to make some killer interest. I mean, what does a bank pay you? Like maybe 0.5%, 1% a year at the most. It's probably went up since the Fed, you know, raised the interest rates, but still, if you're only going to get a couple percent a year, even right now, if the interest rates are high, YIELDNODES crushes that. I mean, if you compound, you're getting, what is that, 213% a year? I mean, that is just absolutely crazy. So, I don't know. It's one of my favorites, probably the favorite program I'm in. So, check it out. That's all I got for now. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you.